What's good, YouTube? It's Josh Creates here with another video. In today's video, we have part 12 of TikTok rants about inflation. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
So I want to quickly respond to this comment because it's a very good question. So I'm going to use Russia as an example because that's where we trade. That's one of the countries that's involved in BRICS. And I already used the China example in my last video. So Russia is going to be a new example. So I went on the Office of the United States Trade Representative website, and they were able to inform me of the things that we import from Russia. And one of those things is fertilizers. That was also mentioned that we trade fertilizers with China as well. But $1 over 50 bricks, when you do that conversion and you look into how much fertilizer we get from Russia, according to the website, as of 2022, we trade $963 million worth of fertilizer from Russia. Russia imports $963 million US dollars worth of fertilizer to us. So when we pay them that, we then give those fertilizers to Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Amazon, all those things, and then they then distribute it to us as consumers so we can, put fertilizers on our grass, whatnot you use fertilizers for.
To make that make sense, if the merchant is paying more, the consumer will then have to pay more because the original trade costs more to get here. So that conversion that was once $963 million for fertilizer from Russia is going to become 48 billion US dollars for us to get fertilizers from Russia. If the U.S. is paying more for it, best believe the merchant is going to pay more, and best believe we as consumers are going to pay more. And essentially, that's what it is. So let's use an example of a fertilizer. I printed out this beautiful page of Google. Currently, if you are buying 50 pounds of fertilizer, like a bag of 50-pound fertilizer, it'll be between $110 to $325. And the average cost for like 50 pounds of that is like $215. So you're just going to take that $215, multiply it by 50, add American tax for your local state and whatnot. That's going to be the new price for it, because at the macro level, they're paying more for it. Therefore, at the micro level, as consumers, we will then in turn have to pay more for it. Literally anything and everything, because I also printed out the list of things we import from India. We import machinery, nuclear reactors, boilers, electrical equipment, organic chemicals, mineral fuels, oil. Like, these are all things like the value right now, as of 2022 from India, those things are valued at like 9 million, 9 billion. Nothing is lower than billion, to be honest, except for these ones right here. Everything is like 9 million, 9 billion. So if they have to go past billions and they're just going to do that times their new currency, we're really genuinely, we won't be able to afford the most basic human stuff. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I was trying to express. So I hope this answers your question. All right, that's it. Stay up.
Let me know in the comments if she did her research correctly.
So with the cost of living going up, I decided to stop getting shit done because I also think it's unnecessary. So I started by getting rid of my eyelash extensions, so I no longer have those. I don't dye my hair anymore, so no more bleach, no more highlights. That's my regrowth right now. I just took off my nails, shellac. This is my natural nails now. They're so brittle and broken and weak. No more Botox. I don't feel like I even need it because I don't have wrinkles, so why the fuck am I even doing this? It's not a preventative, that's bullshit. Nothing prevents you from aging. It's gonna happen anyways. No more fillers in my lips either, because who the fuck told us that duck lips look good? Anyway, so yeah, this is the new me. I'm gonna go all natural. I don't know who told us to get all this shit done. It's just unnecessary and just wasted money. To mention that all of that stuff that us women get done is so damaging. So if you dye your hair or bleach it and all that stuff, it's obviously not good for your hair. It's going to cause damage Getting my nails done for the past year has damaged them. Having had eyelash extensions got me an allergy and I almost had to go to hospital. So there you go. Everything that us women get done is actually really fucking bad. And not to mention, it is so time consuming going to all these appointments all the time and just sitting there for hours. Back to fillers and Botox, right? So I've been getting lip filler for the past 8 years or so. And so many times it's happened, because there's a risk with everything, that the filler would migrate to the top of my lips, like up here. And then I would have to get it dissolved and then redone, which is so painful. And then 10 months ago was the last time I got them done. And now there's like a little bubble here somewhere, which is also something that can happen, which also needs to get dissolved. And when it comes to Botox, it doesn't get rid of your wrinkles. It literally just freezes the muscles in your forehead, which is actually really bad. And that's only very temporarily. So you have to get it done all the time. And it's just so much money. And it doesn't stop you from aging anyway. So what is the point?
One thing I did learn from this, from her talking, is that it seemed like she woke up. Like her eyes open, she came to reality and understood that the things that she would usually pay money for on herself is the things that like you really don't need. Like she said, you don't really need a Botox to prevent yourself from aging. It's going to happen anyways. Your nails. I know you want to doll yourself up from here and there, ladies, but you don't really need your nails like that. And your hair, dyeing and bleaching it, just keep it natural. When you dye and bleach it, like she said, it's not good for your hair. So this could be like a reality check too in certain parts of the world, but hey, let's continue.
Hey, you don't think London's bad, bro? They're charging $10.29 for cocoa butter and $11.49. Yeah, it's long. It's long. An hour's wages to cream your leg. It's long, bro. It's alright, bro. Me, I'll go that here and just do that on my skin. Are you alright? $11. Kai! I told my dad it was $11 when I was a kid to cream me. He would just lie on the floor. He says, okay, put on your singlets.
Dang, cocoa butter. I know I'm pausing it after every like TikTok, but bear with me. Bruh, cocoa butter. $9 for like the little I don't know. And then the squirt, oh my gosh, was like what, $11? I hope that cocoa butter was placed right behind those prices. 'Cause that's crazy.
Here are the 3 things that I will not give up as the cost of living increases. Getting my hair done. I refuse to not get my hair done. That is the one thing for me. For some girls, it's nails. For some girls, it's your toes. But for me, it's my hair. Like, I need to have my hair done. I do not have the luxury of knowing how to do my own cornrows or how to braid my own hair. Those genes were not passed down to me. I don't know how to do a lot of hairstyles by myself. Like this, I paid somebody to do. The girlies be charging. You got to do some digging and try to find the right person that has those price ranges for you. Like, I found out that my cousin does hair, and I have a video on that if you want to watch it on my page of getting my braids done. These knotless braids cost me $180. This is week 4 of my hair. We are still doing good. Honestly, to me, it's worth it in the long run because you can refresh them and make them last longer. The second thing that I will not give up is vacations. Your girl works 40 hours a week. I need to be able to go somewhere and blow off some steam, enjoy my time, like relax or have fun or experience the world. Like, I don't care how expensive it gets. I will always budget traveling because traveling, I love going to places. I was in Mexico a few months ago. I was in New York like 2 months ago. I already have my next trip planned, okay? The things that I get, like, we're willing to give up in my other video that I was talking about, saving that money provides me the ability to be able to travel because I'm saving money on those things. The last thing that I absolutely refuse to give up, my skincare routine. I use Paula's Choice products and I'm obsessed with her stuff, and her stuff is a little bit more higher and a little bit more expensive, but I also use drugstore brands as well. I also use La Roche-Posay and CeraVe and those things as well. But I will spend money on that because that is a luxury to me that is worth spending money on. Let me know in the comments, like, what are the things that you refuse to give up even though the cost of living is insane?
That's a good thing. Shout out to her for refusing, like going against what's happening right now. I refuse to give up what I refuse to give up? Food, a roof over my head, and I'll say what she said, traveling. I refuse to give up traveling. And like maybe going out with friends, but hey, my friends and I, we don't go out every week or all the time, and like we don't go anywhere expensive. So it's like yeah, I wouldn't give up those three things. Yeah, I don't really care about materialistic things. Yeah, I wouldn't give up food. I wouldn't give up traveling. I wouldn't give up a roof over my head. So let me know in the comment section down below, what are the three things or a couple of things that you refuse to give up even though the cost of living is increasing?
Rent is so expensive that the average minimum wage worker needs either 3 roommates or 4 jobs to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. In fact, there's not a single state in America where a minimum wage worker that's full-time can afford a 2-bedroom apartment. If you live in a state like Arkansas, I used to live there, the minimum wage is like $7.25. You have to work 90 hours a week to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. You have to work 74 hours a week to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. Someone explained to me why we're acting like the workers are the problems when the corporations that are arbitrarily pushing price up on rent, food, laying off workers, all to maximize their profit. How is this sustainable? How is the system sustainable? Somebody needs to do something. Like, it's like they're putting a squeeze on us. I don't know if you feel like I feel like it's a squeeze right now.
Man, shout out to him for saying that it does feel like a squeeze. It does feel like a squeeze. Once again, I apologize for pausing after each TikTok video, but I'm not gonna lie, these videos are hitting. So he said it feels like a squeeze. What I usually say is like I feel like I'm getting choked up, like I'm trying to like swim above water, and all these different waves are hitting me from all over the place, and soon I'll be drowning, And dog, like, you start to think like, man, I could have afforded this before, but now it's like I can't. Like, what's going on? Why are they just upping the price randomly? Why are they doing this? Like, this doesn't make sense, and we don't even know if it's gonna go down or not. It's getting crazy out here, man. It's getting real crazy out here.
Thousands and thousands of years of human civilization, and we still can't get this stuff right. Why does it cost so much money just to be alive? I have to pay a bunch of money, which is a bunch of my time and labor, just to have a space to occupy. And within that space that I allegedly own, there's a ton of rules about what I can and can't do with it. And not only that, once you fully pay for this overpriced bit of earth that really nobody had the right to own in the first place, no matter what, based on how much it's worth, decided by, again, somebody else, you have to pay the government money every year just to keep having it, or else you go to jail and they keep it. Our ancestors, early hunter-gatherers, spent like at most 15 hours a week providing themselves with food, hunting, foraging, and gathering. The rest of the time, they were just chilling, painting zebra dicks in caves and stuff, having a great time around a fire, singing, doing other stuff, magic mushrooms. All of it was free because the earth provides us. But then some people said, that's my earth, okay? I'll provide you in exchange. But we vibed for hundreds of thousands of years before at one point in time we fucked up bad. And yeah, we ended up with smartphones and TikTok and stuff. And Taco Bell, all of that's cool. But here's the thing you never hear about. Everybody talks about all this innovation that capitalism brings, and they love to use an iPhone as an example, but guess what? Apple didn't invent shit. This is about to blow your mind. You know who invented the touchscreen you're watching this on right now? The government. Your tax dollars. Remember that shit I talked about how I gotta pay just to live? Some of that paid for this shit. The internet, again, the government. Insulin, the government. Touchscreens were developed by a grant from the Library of Congress. And what the fuck does Steve Jobs have to do with that? I'm glad he's dead, I said it. And while we're at it, we don't need to utilize slave and child labor to have all these nice things in technology. We just choose to so that certain people can have certain super mega yachts that they only use 2 days out of the year. Like, it just blows my mind that so much human suffering happens every fucking day so that trillions of dollars can just sit in a computer in somebody's account doing nothing. Elon Musk paid like, what, 40-some billion dollars for Twitter? You know how much human suffering could be ended with 40-some billion dollars? Probably fucking most of it, to be honest, but nobody would ever do that. I just want a simple life. I don't need to be a billionaire. Everyone would be better if they never existed. Nobody earned that.
He went off. Oh my God. Let's go back to what he said about hunting and gathering in the early times. I always think of those times, even though I never lived those times. I always think like, wow, they didn't have to pay anything. They were on the same vibration as the earth, doing the same thing that animals do, hunting and gathering, chilling by the campfire, singing songs, having deep conversations about life, looking at the stars. Nothing to really worry about, right? Freedom. That was freedom. And then he transitioned into like the billionaires and stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys was watching like the bottom left corner. It said in the black in white font, it said perspective. Our what it's supposed to collapse something, but go back and watch the bottom left corner while he was talking, and it's gonna be like in the bold black, the black background with white words. But dog, anyways, he was talking about like the realest stuff, dog. Bro, so many billionaires, not one of them said, let me donate my money as like a stimulus check or something. None of them. This man bought Twitter. Elon Musk bought Twitter. Still, like, bro, and deserve to call it X. What the heck, man? It's ridiculous, dog. And he said it. If these billionaires would have like helped out, bro, they would have helped out at like, they would have put the stress off at least some of us, a good bit, all of us. A good bit, give off some type of stress, give some type of weight off our shoulders. This is ridiculous, man. Shout out to him, man. If you want to go on his TikTok, it's right there on the screen. Just shout out to him. He went crazy and he was speaking facts. Let's continue.
You're literally saying eat the rich because you're subconsciously telling yourself that you'll never be rich.
We are saying eat the rich because the rich and the wealthy are literally making the wealth gap so big that the poor are being unalived. I don't know how many times people have to tell y'all this, but most of us are closer to being out on the street than ever seeing six figures. The cost of living is so ridiculous right now that you have to have more than one job. I don't know if y'all are watching what is going on in San Diego with houselessness, but it's really fucking terrible. Watch this clip.
You get told that everything you own is getting thrown away, and if you try to touch it, you go to jail, which makes it even worse on you. I've been ticketed for homelessness, I've been arrested for homelessness, and I've been told that I'm going to get arrested anywhere in San Diego County.
It is literally illegal to be houseless. But the way that systemic oppression works, once you're houseless, it's extremely difficult to not be houseless. People keep bringing empathy into this, and they're like, oh, you lack empathy if you don't care about those billionaires who were on that submarine. I've been around a lot of rich people, and I've been around a lot of wealthy people. There is this bubble that they get put in to the point where they don't see houseless people. They think that houselessness is not a problem. And they think that anybody who becomes houseless or anybody who is experiencing poverty got that way because of poor life choices. Not, because of our shitty healthcare system, which slams people with these giant bills, and the fact that people get sick in the first place because they can't afford food that's not filled with poison. Also, rent control is not a thing. Minimum wage is still ridiculously low. COVID, I can just keep going all day. The point is that we're being so brainwashed into thinking that we can escape poverty. And the point is that the way that this country is going, that is extremely difficult. And if you want to bring spirituality into this, when you're doing money manifestations, you're supposed to wish abundance on other people. You're not supposed to turn away from systemic problems. You're actively supposed to help and hope for abundance for everyone, and question and fight against those who are hoarding wealth, which is limiting the resources for everybody else. So on a spiritual level, if you want to take it there, being a billionaire is against spirituality, because to get to that level of wealth, you have to oppress thousands upon thousands of people. Eat the rich isn't this crab in a barrel concept where we don't want anybody to win. We want everybody to win. And the problem is that is not fucking happening. I'm logging off for today. My blood pressure is too high for this. I just need to say my piece.
Wow, that is it for that video. But this might be the best TikTok compilation about inflation I've ever done. Wow, each person spoke facts, and this one was like really hitting. It really hit the soul. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Each and every person in this video spoke facts, spoke from the heart and the mind at the same time. This is what we're going through, man. And most of it was just talking about like how the wealthy is not helping. Widening our eyes even more about like how we're being finessed. We're working so much. Our wages not going up is not enough. Everything else is going up except our pay. Even if when our pay goes up, something else gotta rise. It's like you're like the guy in the white shirt on the podcast. It's like they're squeezing something out of us. It's like you're drowning and you're trying to stay up. It's tough out here, dog. I don't know. I see a lot of people in my comment section saying that this is who we voted for. You guys asked for this. Basically, people in America, right? So I don't know if the next election will do anything, make any difference, but as far as I know, we have to get, we need something new. We need something different. We need to at least go back to before it was like 2020, before 2020. And I don't think we could go back. I hear a lot of people saying that, hey, like, this is like an agenda. This is a plan. This is why I like to do TikTok conspiracy theories. But I heard people say this is like an agenda. They're going to keep it this way. They're going to keep the Americans like suffering and stuff like that until they get what they want. But all I can say is for whoever watching this, stay strong, stay positive, push through. Needless to say, everything will be okay. And that's it for this video. My name is Josh Creates. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. I'm out.